Alrighty, here we are at the Morero's home. I got me here M11N HP Pavilion, handed down to me by Adrew. This is the guts right here. I got the front face off. It's all exposed. Extra bay for the hard drive, and 9mm jacks, the USBs, your CD, DVD burners, and the memory. But when you upgrade to Windows 7, there's no support for the HP, so you can't use these once you upgrade to 7. Which I just got around by that and bought a little adapter. So here we are. Believe it or not, most of this stuff inside here that it's new, most of the stuff I found out in my route and my job. I had a 300 watt power supply on here. I don't know if you can see it. This is a 500 watt power supply found on the job. I just find computers, I open them up, they're going to the trash, and boom, here's a nice little fucking power supply. Excuse my French. We got the CPU cooler right here. This is what we'll be doing in this build. I will be replacing the CPU cooler for a little fancy one. This is about a 7-year-old, 8-year-old computer. So I'm doing the best I got, making lemonade out of lemons. So I'm going to replace this guy here, which is pretty old, and I replaced this fan here. I had a bigger one, but this small one does better RPMs. This is a higher RPM. Again, it's not the right fan for it, but it does nice for me. It has higher RPMs than the stock fan that I had on there. Again, you know, you guys, I don't know if anybody who's computer savvy will see this, but, you know, this is basically getting the best out of what I got going, which is a 7-year-old computer. And you will, and believe it or not, this computer here runs Diablo 3. And I do not have a dual-core processor. So Intel 4 with hyper-threading. A lot of people, it's a little tidbit for people, because they think they cannot run Diablo 3 on something other than a double-core, 4-core processor. Here's my video card. I also found this on the job. It's a 256 MB ATI. It's a 3450. It does not have a fan, so it got really hot on me. I couldn't even work with it, so I went and bought this little gadget here, which is just a built-in fan, which takes one of the slots. It doesn't connect to a PCI, but it just takes a little power. You know, it's over here. You just gotta plug this Molex, 4-pin Molex, I think. Yep. And you give it power, and this thing will turn around. It's a fan, sucks the hot air from my video card out and in through the back, and out through these little fancy little vent ductings there. Does wonders. Oh my god, my never goes above 32 Celsius just by having this little device here. But I will also be upgrading this video card here to a video card that has a fan, and it has 1 giga of MB on it, DDR3 84GS. This video card has been out for a while. It's a low-end card, but for what I need, I just need a little boost. I don't need much, and I can't really go soup to nuts in this system because it just will not hold. The motherboard's pretty old, and I can't even upgrade the processor on it. I forget the name of it. PDG something, PTGD1LA or something like that. Alright, so it looks a little nasty now, but it will get fixed up. I got a rat's nest wires here. I have bought a very much nicer power supply, but wasn't enough. See, you really want stuff like that, you know. Here goes the Black Ops 2 poster. Cheya! Holla back, body bags for sale. And this wasn't strong enough. This is only a 400 PSU power supply unit. But you see how all the wires are fancy sleeved like that? That's more professional. It makes it look nice. So I'm just trying to explain to you how come I have a rat's nest of wires here. This is just no way to get around it unless I hide them behind the backboard or something. Alright, so just a little introduction. I'm going to be getting busy and replacing the CPU fan and a new video card. Show you. And seeing if that's going to up my gameplay on Diablo 3, if it does any boosting of the system, which it should. You know, video card's an upgrade. The fan is an upgrade. And no overclocking on it. Scared to overclock on there. But I will look it up and research on it. So that's the video card that I'm upgrading to. And then this is just a $10 little CPU cooling performance at Micro Center that I got. This looks pretty cool. I mean, you can see how different it is from a stock cooler. And this is an aftermarket cooler. Looks pretty cool. The little coils on the side. It's a 90 millimeter fan. And I thought this was a little cool. And I said, you know, $10, why not? Let me give it a little try. We'll see. Can't hurt. Looks pretty cool. And then we got the thermal paste, which I have to apply once I remove the CPU fan here. Once I remove this, the bottom of it will have a copper connection, which you have to apply this high thermal paste so the heat conducts between the processor and the CPU fan better and nicer. I'm going to have to clean this one, wipe clean and everything. Alright, so that's my little intro to my little Friday night fun, tinkering around. Yeah. Alrighty, so I will get back to you guys. I'm going to open these bad boys up and I'll give you another little update in a little bit. But this is how it looks now, and you will see it different in a little bit. Okay, so I'm getting ready to remove the CPU. I just want to let you guys know there's going to be 4 little screws, 1, 2, 3, and 4. You only need a screwdriver to do all of your upgrading here. All you need is screwdrivers, a Phillips. It's a little screw there to take out the video card, 4 screws around here to take out the CPU cooler. And I'm just doing that now. It's a little hard to get me doing the work because I am recording myself and don't have 8 arms. But I just wanted to let you know before I move on. I'm going to be removing this, and in a little bit you'll see when I actually pop it out. Voila! And I have unscrewed the 4 screws, and this is the CPU cooler coming out, baby. Check that thing out. That's my processor right in there. Intel 4 Pentium right in there. If you notice, it's a little gunk on top of it. That is the thermal paste that goes on top of the casing for the processor, and that connects to this part of the CPU cooler, and that's basically for heat conductivity. You see the imprint there. This is a pretty big one. It's decent. But again, it's fucking 7 years old. Cooler Master, make great products. But there you have it. That's how easy it is to simply pop out this CPU cooler. Nothing to be intimidated about. It's just 4 little screws. You unscrew them and then simply just lift in even matter. Don't lift on one corner more than the other. Just lift it up, boom, pops up, and there you go. You have removed your CPU cooler. Alright? This one thing I'm trying to do is just show how easy these things are to do. You know, people look at a board or cables inside of a motherboard or whatever, you know, and then they're like, oh, the wires, the fucking circuits, oh, I'm intimidated, you know, I don't want to break something. It's really, really simple. Just takes a little common sense, of course, and just a little researching, and you can find out how to do these things. This is the reason I'm trying to make the video, so I can try to let some of my friends know, you know, how to do these things. They're pretty simple. Okay, so that is the removal of the CPU. Woo, woo, woo. Alright, and now I am going to unbox the fancy dancy one. I'll see you in a little bit when it's unboxed. Yes, and we're back. I have the CPU, the Nitro, out of the box. Da-da-da-da. Look at this bad boy. Well, now, I mean, look at all this thing, huh? It's got coil. Got the fan right there.
Oh, I thought you weren't supposed to have caffeine like that.
This is where the thermal paste goes right here. Well, actually it goes on the processor, and then I sit this on top of it. If you did want to remove your processor, you see that little hook right there? Right there? Right at the bottom? You would lift that and then pop it out to get that thing out. This is pretty cool. They actually gave me a little thermal paste in a little packet in here. I went and bought my own thermal paste, but I didn't know they were going to give me a little bit of it in here, which is actually cool. These are four mountain pins, and then the ones that are on top to secure the CPU cooler to the bracket. This is the bracket here. This is going to sit like so in here. Boom. Then you're going to put the white pins in each corner. Boom, boom. Alright. Then you sit down the fan, and then you put the final clips in. It's pretty cool. I mean, check it out. Nice fancy one. Old school cooler. Check it out. New school, old school. Old school, baby. Woo. New school. Now this is pretty nifty looking one. They had so many crazy ones at Micro Center. Again, this is a toned down upgrade. Alright, if any savvy people see this upgrade, it's like, what's he doing with that little rinky dinky thing? Alright, this is just a simple upgrade to an old computer. I'm not going crazy. I just want to get a little bit better performance. It's not, you know, it's not going to be a rocket ship. That's for sure. Even though this looks like it could belong in a rocket ship somewhere. Show ya. Okay. So that's that. That's the Nitro CPU cooling that I got for $10 at Micro Center. Alright, well, I'm going to get to do it right now. I'm going to mount the bracket, put in the screws, and before I actually sit it in, I'll start recording again so you guys can see me put it in if I get a chance, or if my wife wants to record for me. And, you know, stuff comes with instructions. This is how simple this stuff is. Just read it. This is all in Japanese or Chinese, but inside it's in English. You know, they give you step-by-step of what to do. So if you don't know what you're doing, they always provide instructions inside, letting you know exactly what it does. They also want to make sure that the fan is proper to your motherboard. My motherboard is an old one, so it's a 775. Obviously, a CPU cooler for a 2011, it's not going to fit in a 775 motherboard. Little things like that. Those are the little devils that get you. But, you know, that's neither here or there. You can always ask somebody at the store when you're buying it. If you don't know the model of your motherboard before you do this, I suggest you could find it before you try and go and replace your CPU cooler, so you don't buy something that doesn't fit. Alrighty, I'm gonna get to it. See you in a minute. We got the mount on. Now I'm applying the thermal paste. This is the thermal paste here from Cool Master, and I'm applying it. You don't want to put too much. You just want to put enough, and then you're gonna take something like this and spread it. Spread it evenly.
Alright, that's a ginkgo tree. We have a lot of them in the city. They're very pretty. They come from China originally.
Just put like a little glob, and then you're gonna spread that
Absolutely awful. Really, really
evenly.
And
sometimes, you know, this came with it, you know, so it's like a cool little Cool Master card thingy. Alright, and there it is. Little fancy dancy. Installed. Took a little longer than I thought. Of course, this is my first time installing this, so probably came out better than I thought, actually. Yeah. It's my wife in the background. Wifey, say hello to... She didn't want to say hello. Woo-wee. There it is, baby. Now next will be the video card. Excuse all the wires, all the mess here, but you know, I'm in repair mode. But just want you to get a better look at this video card because it's a little dark. Yeah, that's the video card here. There's the black thing is the heat sink. But that shit was doing no justice. That thing was getting hot like a motherfucker. So then I went and spent a couple $dollars on that monster right there. That's the big old fan. Sucks the heat right out of it. Right out of there. Boom, bam, outside. Shit's pretty cool. This little fan inside. Alright, so that's what I'm ready to do. And now here, for all you need is just a one screw rather, which is right there. One screw. Yep, right there. It belongs to this board here, which is the graphics card, GPU. Simply unscrew that, and the thing has a little clip on this side here. You just want to hit it, pop it up, once you remove the screw, of course, and just simply pull it out. And that is all you need to do to take out your video card. And then install the new card, which we got here. Nice little upgrade, you know, from 256 to 1 giga. Alright, I think it's 156. Yeah, so I'll be recording that as well, and I'll be back in a jiffy once I've taken this joint out. Alright, I just want to show you guys exactly how easy it is to pop this thing out here. You see I took out the screw right here. He's gone. And then there's this lever right here. It's hard to find. It's not really that hard. It's just in there. It's a little dark so you can't see it, but you can hear me clicking it in the space. That's what you gotta do. Just put the tension back on it. Boom. And make sure you do that at the same time. Just pull up. And it should come. But I'm trying to do it one-handed. This is a two-hander operation. And I can't record and show you at the same time, but I'm trying. I'm trying. Nope. Gotta get two-handers. Alright. Yeah. Here we are. Cracked it open. Video card. Now, obviously, y'all can tell the difference right off the bat. One's smaller than the other, and obviously a little fan. Of course, logo and video card. They have ones now that are like 5 times bigger. Double sometimes too, yeah. And then this is the old one, Asus. So this is actually better than this one. Yet it's smaller, compact, has the fan. Yeah. Gonna cram it out. Got the VGA, the HDMI. Yeah. And over here we got a driver's disc that came with it, and then these two little brackets, which I have no fucking clue what they are. But excuse my language. Yeah, there it is. Now it's gonna go right in there, the empty spot. It was sitting right in there. Now, this is my fancy cooling fan here. I think I'm going to keep it. Because that fan on that little card is little... This thing is monstrous. So I'm just going to keep that set up all nice. And I'm going to install it right in there. And that's going to be the final build once it's in there. Got the new CPU, new GPU, with CPU cooler. Not CPU, under new CPU. And that's it. We're going to see how Windows likes it.